In this video, we're going to show you how to install a flag decal using the wet installation method. The first step is to clean your window using isopropyl alcohol to remove any oils and residue some glass cleaners leave behind. Then you want to line up and tape where you want the decal to be placed on your window. The next step is to remove the decal and the transfer tape away from the backing paper. You want to go slow here in case the decal does not release to prevent the decal from getting ripped. You want to go slow and maybe move side to side so it does release and it does not peel like from the exact points of the star, which causes it to stay on the backing paper. And then you just simply tape it back. And then the next step would be to cut the backing paper off. Then you want to grab your application fluid. If you don't have the application fluid, you can check out our other videos on how to make your own. You just want to spray it on the back of the decal and onto the window, I guess pretty generously. And then you want to swipe up and down. I'm just using my hand with light pressure so the air bubbles don't get stuck in there. This is just very light pressure to get it to tack a little bit and then rub out some of the water, some of the fluid, and then you get your squeegee, or if you don't have a squeegee, a credit card, or what's good is also if you tape 2 credit cards or 2 gift cards together. And then you just, I'm just slowly, lightly rubbing it to get some of the water out. It doesn't have to be completely dry yet because we have to do the other side. Then we move on to the next side. Same thing, you want to peel it back really slowly so it does not get stuck to the backing paper. Some of the sharp points tend to stay on sometimes, so you can peel it back at certain angles to prevent it. And then just take your time here, make sure it doesn't drop. And then you take your application fluid on this side as well and then start spraying it. Then you want to keep the tension on the loose end and just wipe up and down using overlapping strokes. You don't have to move over all the way, just slowly. This keeps the air pockets from forming. This way pushes all the air out to the side as you're swiping up and down. You don't want to swipe side to side here because that's how you're going to trap the air. So you just want to go slowly moving over, probably 1 inch, 2 inches at a time, and just keep pushing that to the side there to tack it on. Now that it's on, you want to do is inspect it to see if there's any like large bubbles, and then you can just start using firmer pressure to move some of the bubbles out of from behind the vinyl. It doesn't have to be out of the application tape, but it just has to be out from underneath the vinyl. So if it's water trapped in between the stripes or in between the stars, it's fine. Then you want to take your application fluid and spray it over all the application tape. So this softens it and loosens the adhesive from the application tape to the decal. Just use your straight edge or squeegee card to spread the fluid around so it soaks into the tape, and let that sit in there until you start to see it like wrinkle up. Probably takes about a minute or so. And then you take one of the corners, peel it back, and now we're going to be removing the application tape. So you want to just peel back slowly. See how slowly I'm going? You don't want to pull because it could still, the decal could still separate from the window, and then you're going to have an issue of possibly ripping it. So this is where you want to just take your time and peel it back at the 180-degree angle you see here. You just want it flat against the glass. You don't want to be pulling toward yourself so it does not pull the decal off the window. And you just want to keep your eye on everything to make sure nothing is lifting. Just slowly take your time. There's no reason to rush here. If you do happen to see something lift, you can just use a squeegee or your hands to just flatten it out to make sure it does not lift, and then just keep on going. After you have the application completely removed, you want to grab a towel, preferably microfiber towel, and then you want to dry it off. You want to dab the decal. You don't want to swipe because it could still lift and you don't want that to happen. So just slowly dab around, drying off any excess fluid. So there looks like there's some fluid trapped under there as a bubble. You can see there, I am trying to push it out. You can use your straight edge. Be careful not to use firm pressure here because the decal can fold over on itself. What you can also do is wrap it on within the microfiber towel and push it out that way. But just take your time, try to work it to the edge and just get it to pop out, and it usually does. If you have anything smaller than that, usually it'll go away after the decal sets. But you can just go around and checking to see if there are any larger ones and just push out any fluid from under the decal. The last step is to trim off the excess that's hanging over the window. It's best to grab a straight edge and a fresh blade to get the cleanest cuts. After you're done cutting around, you are done with your install. Thank you for watching.